and it's unmet needs. Now, cheating never happens when someone is getting all their needs in every area. Now, some of those needs may be subconscious. So this could be someone who thinks they're getting all their needs and then still finds themselves cheating. So unmet needs, what would be an example of an unmet need? Well, if a man feels emasculated, that could be an example of an unmet need. If a man isn't feeling the excitement or passion that he wants, that could be an example of an unmet need. He might not have the self-esteem. That's an example of an unmet need that you can't control. He might, say, be feeling unloved or appreciated. He might feel insecure. There's lots of reasons that men will cheat due to an unmet need in a relationship. And some of these you can control and some you can't.
Oh, let's absolutely dig into this one because I am beyond tired of the creepy guy narrative being tossed around like confetti at every girl's night. Yes, creeps exist. Everyone gets that. But you know what else exists? Women who practically collect rejection stories like they're earning Girl Scout badges. Oh my God, this guy wouldn't leave me alone. He was so weird. Really? Or was he just trying to make a genuine connection in this hellscape we call modern dating, only to be shot down for sport? Let's be honest, some women live for the drama of rejecting men. They'll turn a harmless, "Hey, you look nice today," into a federal case just so they can have a juicy story to tell their friends about that creep who dared to speak to them. And then the irony is almost too much. They'll sit there complaining that no one approaches them anymore. Like, lady, do you even hear yourself? Guys are catching on to the fact that this whole game is rigged against them. They're damned if they try and damned if they don't. Make a move and you're labeled creepy. Stay in your lane and you're accused of not being man enough. Pick a struggle. The truth is, a lot of men are waking up to the realization that this isn't worth it. Why put themselves through the emotional meat grinder just to be treated like some cringe-inducing subplot in someone's social life? They're bowing out, and honestly, who can blame them? For so many guys, the math is simple. The juice just isn't worth the squeeze anymore. And if women want to keep treating every interaction like a cringe TikTok story in the making, they're going to find themselves in a very lonely echo chamber.
So what I teach guys is, yo, we don't live in a tradcon world where they fucking try to tell you, oh yeah, it's okay, just, you'll find the right girl out there, blah, blah, just be yourself. This fucking stupid advice. That world doesn't happen. You have to fucking be that guy and make the girl the right girlfriend for you. Because a lot of these girls come in indoctrinated with bad fucking habits, etc. And that's why I tell guys you gotta fucking train the bullshit out of girls. And a lot of the times, you gotta mold them, dude. But then I say this shit, that's misogynistic. Fuck you. No, it's realistic because men have to move differently now because girls don't come pre-assembled. They don't come with a good father. They don't come with a good family. They don't have religion. They don't have morals. They don't have shame anymore. So you have to put these things in them as the fucking guy and the leader. So what I tell guys is since women typically don't understand or respect male authority in 2023, you need to be prepared to get rid of the women out there that will enable that bad behavior of thinking, fuck man, we don't need to listen to him. He's controlling. He's toxic. No, you don't hang out with those bitches no more.
Let's just call it what it is. Modern women have turned the dating game into a glorified shopping spree, and men are the merchandise. They're out here scrolling through guys like it's Amazon Prime, hunting for a six-figure bank account, a six-pack, and a 6-foot frame. Financial stability? Check. Physical attractiveness? Double check. Anything less? Return to sender. Men are no longer seen as partners. They're walking ATMs wrapped in muscle, expected to bankroll their lifestyles while looking like they stepped off a GQ cover. And don't even get me started on how they've convinced themselves that all of this is perfectly reasonable. They've slapped a layer of self-empowerment on their demands and called it standards, all while pretending they're not perpetuating the very transactional dynamics they claim to hate. Meanwhile, men's needs, their emotional well-being, their desire for a little reciprocity, forget about it. If a man so much as breathes about wanting something in return, he's labeled entitled or toxic. Here's the real kicker. While women are busy chasing this fantasy checklist, they're blind to the fact that men are opting out. Why wouldn't they? Who wants to be treated like an accessory to someone's curated Instagram life? Modern women are so focused on finding the perfect guy to elevate their own image, they don't realize they've alienated the very men who might have genuinely cared for them. And that's why more and more men are walking away, because they're tired of being nothing more than a means to someone else's overhyped self-empowerment narrative.
Can we please talk about the dating scene these days?
Okay, yes.
Let's talk about it.
Because it's rough out here. No one wants you more than the people that DM you and you leave them on red.
Really?
No one wants you more than the people that you take forever to respond to or just forget to respond to them altogether.
Interesting.
And then as soon as you give some of these people a chance, like communication is like great at first, but then as soon as you start to catch real feelings and communicate well, and respond in like a timely manner, gone with the wind. They want nothing to do with you.
So they begin to treat one exactly the way that one initially first treated them. Ironic, really.
And then you cut them off because of how they're being.
Does anyone not see the irony here?
And that's when they decide they want you again. It's like this weird cat and mouse game. I don't understand.
It's funny how one initiated that game in the first place, but then, as I said, when they start playing back using the exact same rules and strategies, one doesn't seem to like it. Perhaps if one wants a serious relationship, stop playing games.
Let's be real. Relationships crash and burn the moment one person turns it into a shrine to their own ego. It's not rocket science. Partnerships thrive on mutual respect, understanding, and surprise, actual effort from both sides. But modern women? Oh no, they've thrown that playbook out the window. They're too busy basking in their queen energy, convinced the world revolves around their values, their needs, their personalities. Meanwhile, men are expected to either fall in line like obedient court jesters or take a hike. Here's the kicker. They call this empowerment. Demanding the world cater to their every whim isn't empowerment. It's entitlement wrapped in a shiny bow of self-delusion. Relationships aren't a one-woman show, but try telling that to someone who's built her identity around being the main character in every interaction. Men aren't dumb, they've noticed. Why should they bother trying to build a bridge when the other side's busy bulldozing it to make room for their pedestal? And that's exactly why so many guys are moving on. They're done with being the supporting act in someone else's self-absorbed drama.
I did it. I gave him opportunity after opportunity to change his mind, and I did it. I was just being strung along. I blocked him. I was hurting my own feelings so bad, hanging on to something that's not there. I did it. Now what? Like what? Now what? Like why? I gave you opportunity after opportunity to fix it. 2 weeks. 2 weeks worth of opportunity to fix it. Can't believe we've been broken up for 2 weeks. You weren't supposed to quit on me. Because I just had to do something I never wanted to do. Ever. Because I'm the last resort option. Always have been. So I don't know. I guess it's time to start living for Lexi. One of my followers said that the other day, and I was like, you know what? You're right. We're gonna start living for Lexi. I stopped doing that for so long because you meant the fucking world to me. But I don't mean the world to you. Damn, does that hurt. But you know what? That's life. I was just talking to my little sister today about how bad I just wanted you to come back. And it's just not happening. And I'm destroying myself over it. Mentally, I couldn't do it anymore. And it fucking sucks because I feel like mentally I can't do it without you either. But I guess this is one step in a direction. I don't know that it's going to be a better direction, but a direction versus no direction. So we'll see, guys. It's it's just gonna be you and me tomorrow. We're gonna spend the whole day vlogging, and doing things that make us happy. I have my tattoo in the morning, and then I'm gonna take a little trip to a place I know that's gonna make me so happy. It's gonna put me in a good mood. I'm gonna have a cute outfit on, and I'm just gonna enjoy the day by myself. Find happiness in my own company. So, sorry for crying on the internet again. I'm sure someone's gonna say, I'd rather pull all my hair out before I cry. Okay, good for you. Good for you. I'm gonna fucking cry. I don't care. I'm not pulling my hair out. I cut it all off. I don't have much left.
Here's the harsh reality. If modern women don't pull their heads out of their self-absorbed echo chambers and start acknowledging that men's perspectives matter, they can kiss meaningful connections goodbye. It's not rocket science. Relationships require effort from both sides. A little open communication, some basic empathy, and actually giving a damn about the other person's values and needs, that's how you build something that lasts. But nah, modern dating is more like a circus act with women as the self-appointed ringmasters, barking orders and expecting men to jump through flaming hoops for crumbs of respect. Meanwhile, men are standing on the sidelines, wondering why they're expected to play a game rigged against them. And here's the kicker. Men are tired. Tired of being treated like an afterthought. Tired of bending over backward just to be met with mismatched priorities and impossible expectations. Unless women stop acting like they're the center of the universe, the dating scene will remain a dumpster fire of unmet expectations and mutual resentment. Don't act surprised when men decide they've had enough. Modern women are burnt out, and let's not pretend it's some grand mystery why. They've bought into the idea that they can, and should, do it all. Climb the corporate ladder, maintain a flawless social media presence, hit the gym 5 times a week, and still find time to sip overpriced lattes while bragging about their self-care routines. But guess what? That "you can have it all" mantra didn't come with a user manual, and now they're drowning in their own unrealistic expectations. Here's the thing. They've sidelined the very foundations that offered balance, family, meaningful relationships, and a sense of community, in favor of chasing ideals that were sold to them as empowerment. They've replaced genuine connection with surface-level validation, treating likes, shares, and fleeting moments of attention as substitutes for real fulfillment. And now they're stuck in a loop, wondering why they feel so unfulfilled despite having it all. It's ironic, really. In the quest to be independent, they've isolated themselves. They pushed away men with the constant refrain of, "I don't need you," only to realize that independence without interdependence is just loneliness dressed up in denial. And no, it's not men's fault for checking out. It's the logical response to being told over and over that they're irrelevant, unless they're exceeding impossibly high standards. Modern women did this to themselves by trading genuine happiness for hollow victories. They burned the bridges they now wish they could cross back over, and until they admit that, they're going to keep running in circles, exhausted, bitter, and wondering why the world doesn't revolve around them like they thought it would. And that's it for today on Sigma Traits. Make sure you hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and don't forget to ring that notification bell. Support this channel through membership. You can also support through PayPal, link in the description. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. See you all tomorrow.